Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Beanie Bricks channel. So today, or actually yesterday, we got a leaked list, a leaked list of the 2023 sets. So I'm going to go ahead and go over these quickly. I know a lot of people have already talked about it and you've already seen them, but I have a pretty unique opinion, so you're going to want to wait and see it. While you're here, you might as well subscribe. It really helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it quite a lot. I made a 200 subscriber special the other day. You should go check that out. But onto the leaked set. So obviously you can already see them. And looking at the list, we can see really the main actual sets start at 75344, but I'm going to go ahead and start at the top of the list with the May the 4th promo. So all we know about this right now is that it's the May the 4th promo. We don't actually technically know. So I want to reiterate because I haven't seen many people talking about this. Pretty much all of the big YouTubers who I've watched cover this have made a point of saying that this is real. We technically have no way to know that it's real. It's still just a rumor until it's proven, even if it comes from a very reliable source. So keep in mind that none of this is necessarily real. However, there are some of these that I think are very likely, and I'll talk about why later. But the May the 4th promo. So we don't know what that is. My guess would be something relating to episode 6, maybe like a little mini Ewok village diorama or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Or like not like a Death Star trench run, where it's like not actually to scale. Like they could just use those two pieces and make trees with little houses around them or something. Make an Ewok village diorama. Come with an Ewok, an Endor, Luke or something, and that'd be really cool. That's not the kind of thing we see very frequently, so that'd be pretty nice. But that's probably my best guess. Another possible option would be like a Death Star 2, but that's down below, so we'll talk about that later. I don't know. One other thing that might be cool is a Death Star 2 diorama, but it's below, so we're not probably going to see that. But that would be my best guess, or maybe even like an expansion to that. That would actually be pretty cool if you've seen Cheesy Studios is making his Minecraft World Lego thing. It's like he uses like the bricks with the holes in them, and he just clips them together, and that would be really cool if we got like two Death Star 2 scenes like that connected to each other. I think that would be pretty cool. So I mean that's another possibility, but I think an Ewok village is more likely. Although I would rather see an Ewok village set, but who knows. Onto the brickheadz. So I have no clue what this could be. I think that it would probably also relate to episode 6, or it would be Andor. Or I guess it could be Ahsoka, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it would probably I don't know. It's probably gonna be from one of the new TV shows. Although we do already have an Ahsoka brickhead, so maybe a Rebels one with like Sabine and Hera, or something. I don't know, or maybe Andor and that other guy and Krennic or something. If we haven't already had Krennic, I don't really keep up with brickheads, but yeah, something like that. And then moving on to not moving on, but yeah, we're starting on the actual set list now. So we've got 75344, which is said to be a Slave 1 microfighter. This is one of the ones that I believe $10. That's not a bad price for it. But we have we've already had a Slave 1 microfighter, but not one that was like available to the large majority of the public. And that's the kind of one that would be great to see. It'd make a Boba Fett really cheap. Although to be fair, the Boba Fett Starship is only $50, $40 if you can get it on sale, which it frequently goes on sale. So I would really hope that the Boba Fett in this, if it were to be made, would be like an old Boba Fett, like from the Carbonite freezing chamber, like an episode 5 Boba Fett or episode 6 Boba Fett, Um, and I mean, yeah, I think that it has a lot of potential. I think that it could be a very, very cool microfighter. I'm not big on microfighters. I did see one Beyond the Brick video on like someone had a fleet of custom microfighters. I think that those looked amazing, and that's the kind of thing Lego should make, but they won't. Um, and so I think that this is probably going to be one of the better ones that we get, along with like the Razor Crest from last year and the and the Arc 170 and such. But yeah, I think that could be a pretty cool one. Another one that would be really cool is the 501st Battle Pack, which is like an expansion, I think M&R said. I'm listening to other YouTubers on this one. But this is one I really wish we had gotten Shock Troopers or 212 Troopers, but I can see why they did this because one, it will sell, and two, they're already making them. I think that everyone had sort of accepted that the 501st Battle Pack was going to retire, and this is just kind of like we didn't need it. But the one thing that I am very excited for about it, if it were to be made, and this is also the reason I believe that it will be made, is because it has the new variations of the clone troopers like we saw in the Skywalker saga. I'll put a picture of one up now. Yep, here they are. But so I use shock troopers instead of 501st troopers because I prefer shock troopers. But you saw there that they have the special visors and the combos, which would be amazing to see on clone troopers, like real clone troopers, tangible ones that we can add to our collections. So I'm really excited about that. It also introduces the possibility of, you can see here, a visor piece, which I am so excited about. Um, or macro binocular piece, not a visor piece. We already have visor. Sorry, that's my bad. Which is awesome because that means we could get Bly, or we could get like more variations, or we could use those. Like, what I'm personally gonna do is I'm probably gonna get. It depends on how those come. If they come like the visors do now, where you get like 4 of them, and 4 antennas or whatever in the same like thing for each one, I'm just gonna like buy like 5 of these sets and put them on all my clone troopers, or not all of them, but like put them. I'll make specialized units of, if they ever make Coruscant Guard, then I'll have a bunch of Coruscant Guard, and I'll have a couple of those sniper ones, which would be awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Back to the list now, so you can see the next one up on the list is a Mandalorian Season 3 set. We don't actually know what this is. We don't even know if it's a Mandalorian Season 3 set. I want to reiterate, we don't know any of this, but it's pretty likely it's a Mandalorian Season 3 set. So what it could be for $35, or 35 pounds, I guess, but it'll probably be $35. I don't know. Because we haven't had a Mandalorian Season 3, like, even trailer yet, other than the one at Comic-Con, but I've chosen to not watch that one because I don't want to, I'm not really supposed to watch it, right? But um, my best guess would be, I should say, actually, I know some of the stuff in it. My best guess would be, like, maybe a Bo-Katan versus Din Djarin duel. I don't know, but that would probably be my best guess. The only reason I would say it's probably not that is because we already have Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, in a microfighter, so it's not like he's a super expensive minifigure to get. And for $35, it'd be a pretty dang big duel set, right? So I don't know. I think that's my best guess as of right now, but I don't really know. So keep that in mind. It's also still very early on to be getting these leaks, so yeah. Up next on the list, we have the 753. Yeah, 75347 Thai Bomber for $65 or 65 pounds. Um, I'm really excited about this one. I don't think the Thai Fighter from this year is retiring, or from last year or whatever it came out, the one that's out right now. I don't think it's retiring, so I'm gonna pick one of those up, and then having that and a Thai Bomber right next to each other would just be like perfection. I love Thai Bombers. I know it's kind of an unpopular opinion, and they are kind of dopey looking in my opinion, but I really like them. I think that they're just like awesome. Like that scene in Boba Fett, in Book of Boba Fett, when the Siege of Mandalore was happening with the Thai Bombers, that was probably the coolest they've ever looked, honestly. But I'm really excited for that. For $65, it's got to be pretty big, but I mean, whatever. I think that it'll probably be worth it. With Lego price increases, of course, you have to remember, but still, I think it would be pretty good. I do hope that this one is real, because I definitely want to get one. But the only thing is, I don't want like more than one. That's the thing with the 501st thing, which I wish was Shock Troopers. But that's the thing with that, is that like you're gonna want to get more than one of those, like whether for the clones themselves or for those accessory pieces. So I mean, yeah. But moving on to the next one on the list, the next Mandalorian Season 3 set. So this one's for $100 or £100, which is a little bit disappointing. It's pretty expensive, but it might be really good. So, I'm not going to say too much. Um, I saw a leak, or not a leak, like a guess, I think, or maybe a rumor or something, I don't know, on one of MNR's videos that was saying that there would be a gunship for, like, Siege of Mandalore. I think that could be it, but it would have to be a Clone Wars set. That's the only thing, like, but maybe because it's on Mandalore, the person who leaked it thought maybe it was Mandalorian Season 3. So, I mean, I'm going to kind of cross my fingers on that one, but that'd be great. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because obviously it's boring and the best ones are next. So, moving on to the next one, Captain Rex's helmet for $70. Okay, wow. I did not actually think we would ever get a Captain Rex helmet. I cannot guarantee that it's here, again, because this is just a rumor, but still, Captain Rex helmet would just be awesome. I think that it'll be interesting to see how they do the Phase 2 design, because obviously we've seen Lego kind of doesn't really go for the whole smooth look. They kind of want to add their own jagged edges and such. So, I don't know if it'll look that great. I think a lot of people are just really excited for Rex, and that's great. I think it's awesome that Lego's finally acknowledging that we want Rex. But really, the reason I'm excited is because this means we'll probably get a Rex, because all of the minifigures that have had helmets made of them have had minifigures come out in sets the same year. So, I mean, coincidence? I think not. But I am really hoping for that Phase 2 Rex. And yeah. And then the next one on the list, we've got Phase 1 Commander Cody helmet. So I'm actually more excited for this one. I think that the Phase 1 helmet leans itself more to helmets, or to helmet sets. So I'm more excited to get that. I would rather have a Phase 1 helmet line than a Phase 2 helmet line. Nothing against Phase 2 helmets. I actually think they look a lot better. I've been getting a lot of Phase 1 minifigures recently, but that's because they're cheaper. But I just think that the Phase like 2 helmets wouldn't really look that good. Like look at the Stormtrooper. I mean, it looks like a Stormtrooper, but it looks like really wonky. Versus like something like the Boba Fett helmet, which is more of a circular bottom and just goes up and has stuff on the top. I think that like it'll just look better if they do mostly Phase 1 helmets. If they do Phase 1 helmets, now I can get on my soapbox here. They could do a bomber helmet. They could do a Horn Battalion helmet. What else they could do? They could do a Fox, a Gree, whatever else they wanted to. I just think it has so much. I think it would look better. That's about it. I'm gonna stop talking about it now, but I think it would look better. And 75351, the next set at $70 is a mystery. We don't know what it is, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I'm not gonna speculate too much. If I had like a TV show or something it was in, I could do a pretty good guess. My guess would be an Andor or like Bad Batch or Ahsoka set, but I don't really know. Same for 75354. I don't know that much about those two, so I mean yeah. But moving on to the next one, we've got two dioramas, which is actually pretty exciting for me. We've got the Death Star 2 Throne Room diorama, which is $100, yowza, and the Endor Speeder diorama. I'm pretty excited for both of those. The only thing is the Death Star 2 is like really expensive for a diorama. Like for a diorama, and that's saying something, especially since the Death Star 2 playset that we got not long ago was not even that much more than that, I don't think. And it was probably significantly bigger considering it's a diorama. Now, one thing that could be cool is if it's a diorama, if it has like the tubes in the middle and it's got like the balcony and stuff. I think that would be cool. But I don't know. It just would have to be really good. Otherwise, I would be disappointed and not get it. The Endor speeder bike chase, which I'm actually more excited for. My guess is that either we get just like a couple speeder bikes, or we get or and a couple minifigures, I should say, or we get it's like a micro scale. And if they do the micro scale and they go with the connecting idea, they could definitely make like an Ewok village and connect it to the Endor speeder bike chase, which would be awesome for fans. Um, I mean, yeah, and that's really my best guess. It's just not that much for me to really speculate on. It's just that it's already all sort of laid out, or there's not really any ideas. So yeah. But moving on to the last one. Well, not actually the last one. We've got the 75355 UCS set. I am actually really hoping that this one will be a Attack on Endor, or whatever that one is, where they have the generator for the Death Star 2 shield. I think that would be really awesome. Or an Ewok village. Those are my two most desire for that. I really like the Ewok village. I never got to get that set when I was younger, so I really want it. But those would be my two best guesses. I feel like they would want to lean themselves. I think, yuck. I feel like they would want to do something like that for Episode 6 anniversary. Especially since Lego really likes the original trilogy for some reason, which I actually don't mind. But I am glad to see them taking more interest in clones. But like, still, that's beside the point. Um, I mean, yeah, I think that's the most likely thing. A Endor shield generator, but yeah, it could be really anything at this point. So yeah. And now the real last one, the 75356 helmet collection. So I have no clue what this is. My best guess is that it's like one of those brickheads that comes with two, but it's for helmets. Except for $70, like that's cheap. So I do not know what it could be. Maybe it's like smaller helmets, but I really hope it's not. I'd like them all to sort of fit together in size, but I literally have no guesses as to this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. But of the list, my favorite one as much as I hate to say it, it's probably the 501st Battle Pack. The TIE Bomber's a second. I just like I really, really want other clones, but I want like a battle pack like that with a commander, maybe a 501st Airborne Trooper, like they did for the 187th instead of a commander. Except it was the commander, I guess, technically, according to them. Um, or like and like the other ones with the accessories and stuff. I just think, like, dang, I want that. There's two heavies, I think, and a sniper. Like heavies are being like they're heavies. I forgot to even say that. Like we could get a Bakara head mold from that. Like I'm just that's probably the one that I'm most excited for because of its potential. But the TIE Bomber is probably the one, like the actual set, I'm most excited for. Also, Clone Battle Pack, like, woo, yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Let me know what you think of these new sets. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.